Hello crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I am here with some goodies from the latest Simon Hurley release. This is a collaboration between Simon Hurley, Ranger Ink, and Spellbinders. I received 3 stamp sets with the coordinating dies. There's also more products in this release, so I will put a general link for the release, also these items that I received, and anything else that I used. Alrighty crafters, let's get into this video. Let's get started. First up, this stamp set, and these are all oversized stamps. I believe there are 6 by 8 or 9 inches tall. Stamps with all sorts of goodies on them, plus a coordinating die. You can purchase separately. Sometimes there will be a bundle. I'll put links for all the different ways that you can purchase this set if you're interested in the set. So you could do it as a bundle, which you'll save a little money, or you can do stamp only. This is an example of stamps only. You could also do stamps and then dies. Now with the dies, see how you can get that ability to pop up things and give dimension to a card? So it's just, where's your preference? This first stamp set is called Retro Holiday. I love Retro Holiday so much. This is so fun and cute. This was the first card I made because I just love these ornaments. I could not get enough of these ornaments. 3 set of ornaments that you would stamp out, and then here is the solid part, and what you do is just take your ink in different shades of red, and this is that same Altenew pool ink. I showed that in a recent tutorial video. I'll link the video here. But I was going for a red mint colorway. To cut out the card, I used the 5x7 matting basics A and B. I made it into a mini slimline on a 110-pound cardstock base. I put a piece of red cardstock, mint cardstock from my stash, and then this is Hammermill cardstock stamped out with that wonderful stamp. Then the sentiment, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Here is the Christmas tree with the sentiment on the inside in a solid color. You'll see that stamped out in the next example. And then here is the same sentiment by itself. And what is very nice about this too, you get other sentiments like Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, wishing you a joyful holiday. The Merry Christmas is the one that has the coordinating die, and I think the joyful holiday. The only one that does not have is the Happy Holidays. Yes, it would have been nice, I know. But it's still great to stamp it because I could have just stamped it one layer in here. And then you get other sentiments that you could use on the inside of the card, and you get presents. Now with the presents, it's, again, you stamp it, and then there's the solid part that you can then use ink to color it, so you don't have to go in with your markers, and we'll talk about that in the next example. But isn't this cute? And then I just finished it off with some red Spellbinders gems, and this is just layering up using this die set. Thumbs up, Simon. I love the options within the stamp set, and this is a great oversized stamp set. And of course you have the option of the coordinating die, and there is the die for the ornaments and the Christmas tree. Next example, here is the Christmas tree. That's the die for the Christmas tree. My favorite thing, which is to make a frame and then have this under the frame. Foam is right here popping the edges of the frame up. This is the fluted classic rectangles, and I just use all 3 pieces, that inside cut piece, the drop-in, and that cut line to create this beautiful A2 frame. And then here again, Hammermill cardstock. Stamp this out with some pigment ink. So this is a dark green pigment ink, but look how the sentiment is very clear with that stamp. A lot of stamps like this that have sentiments, when you stamp them, they don't look like this. They get muddled. So this is a very good stamp. Thumbs up, Simon. I love that because I was nervous about it. I was like, oh goodness, this is going to look like a hot mess when I stamp it. But then everything, including the script right there, you can see clearly. That's a fabulous stamp. So these are great, high quality photopolymer stamps. Yay! So I have the option to cut out this tree with the die, but I chose not to. Here is where I used the die for the presents. Now what I did was just take out a bunch of inks, stamp this out solid, then came in with different kind of ink, like this one for the box. See the bottom of the box in pink? So I did use markers for the ribbon. The ribbon is stamped. So you stamp that first, then you fill in with the ribbon and the stripes. I love all these gifts, and there are 5 of them. So I just layered them up, pop them up, and to have them level with the foam that I have here on the side. A2 card on a 110-pound cardstock base, and that's that fluted classic rectangle on the outside in black. See the great detail of the fluted classic? Love. And to finish it off, I put some green gems on the inside just to be like ornaments, but I didn't want a color. I wanted it to be like there, but still blending in with the green. I think this is adorable. Love retro holiday. Great little set. Up next, stamp set number 2. This one is called Silly Santas. I just love this so much. Look at these great Santas, all looking active. And you know, when I first saw this, I was thinking Monopoly. You know, the characters in Monopoly, don't they look like that? So if you know somebody who loves to play Monopoly, or you and your whole family play, I would make Christmas cards that would turn these characters and then put stuff on it to kind of look like a Christmas Monopoly board. I don't know why I think they look like Monopoly characters, but they do to me. I think it's adorable. I love this retro look of the Silly Santas. And then these bold sentiments. We have Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. He's making a list and checking it twice. There he is. You're on the naughty list. Ho, ho, ho. That's the ho, 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 I guess. Either one, that's ho, 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 too. Santa Claus is coming to town. So love. This is just so cute. Cute, cute, cute. Look at him running. Here is your coordinating die. There are all 5 Santas plus ho, ho, ho. And you get HO plus the shadow all 3 times. So you can just cut it out once. You don't have to keep cutting it over and over again. So I made 3 sets of tags. Look at Santa. And then I discovered something which was so interesting. You can see I have Santa here done in red, and all 3 versions are heat embossed. And you see how the red is not looking that great? Would you be surprised to find out that this is the same product 2 different ways? I have Wow Primary Apple Red Super Fine Embossing Powder and Wow Primary Soft Aqua Embossing Powder. So this is a regular embossing powder. I think the aqua looks so much better than this. I know it's fine detail, but normally my fine detail doesn't look like this. I mean, I don't know. It just didn't perform as well as this did. Look at that. Wow, right? Wow. So I made these awesome little tags. Now on the tags, I'm using some of that. I have my whole bag of Vivant bits. This is that line that is carried as Spellbinders, and I was sent a sample pack. So I used the twine. There are ribbons, twine, and cord. In the last couple of videos, I've shown you this one and I called it twine. This is actually called cord with the gold fleck in it. Love this. So it's actually cord. I'm just going to put a general link for the Vivant page. But this time I used the red and white twine right there on my tag. And then I also used this hemp cord in white. This turned out to be really nice. Look at that. It curved naturally, has a nice detail. Now let's go into these tags, because you could use these for all your Christmas gifts, etc. And I love how the Santa is a great size for a regular tag, even for a small tag. If I turn this into a tag, it still works. So the tag I am using is the Create a Decorative Tag. This is a great little tag set. That tag measures 4¼ inch tall by 2¼ inch wide. This is the one that I maximize the Create a Decorative Tag styling. And how you do that is you can run the tag, as I did here in white cardstock, then just put this drop in right there and run the tag again. So you see? That's all it is. And then there's this 3 different styles of it. And there's also a fringe. I used the fringe recently here with the Better Press Fall Halloween collection. That's what the fringe looks like. So that one you just layer on the top of the tag. You just put a little piece of glue or tape here and you can have fringe in different colors and really have a lot of fun with this. This is great for like party tags. But the rest of them would give you this style. I could have sealed it like this, but I left it as 2 separate pieces. So I did a solid red tag here, the white tag with that decorative piece, and then on top I did another tag. Yay! So this little tag is a set that I have been showing you a lot lately. You're going to see some last year crafting coming from me for Christmas because I did not get to do all the stuff I hauled last year. I did not get a chance to play with because I was sick for like 3 weeks. This Christmas, I'm making up for last Christmas, all the things I didn't get to do. This was a set that I was just wanting to play with so bad. That's why you guys keep seeing it from me lately. Assorted tags with that handmade gift tag stamp set. Love this set. So this time I heat embossed. This is red cardstock with white embossing powder. This sentiment right here, Christmas treats for someone sweet with my blue Santa. Love that. So this is a tag, and then I just use that Vivant trim. So super cute, and just tied a little tag. And that's that little circle one right there. You really do get an assortment of tags. You get 6 tags, and then this is supposed to represent like twine if you want to do it with paper instead. And then the other 2 have the Santa on a background. This background, Fluted Classics oval, the smallest oval is right here. This time I did not use that inner cut line, so that's why I have the solid piece, and then I put my Santa on the top. Have that pattern paper in the back, and then this one I have a Christmas tree. This Christmas tree comes from Bottle Brush Tree Duo. This is a larger set. Original, larger. You see? Love. I'll put a link for both. And this one is that size with some red ornaments on it. And then here I have my Santa with no sentiment. This one has a sentiment. This sentiment from Retro Holiday. Merry Christmas with the coordinating die right there. There it is, stamped out, this time in brown pigment ink. So this has like red and tan, and this one red, green, and then the confetti paper in the background, and this one with the red and the aqua, and then more detail on the tag. Just having fun. So you can make a ton of tags with just this Santa stamp set, and then all these little goodies, which really don't have a high price point either. The reinforcer that you're looking at, because this does not come with a reinforcer. That's a reinforcer. It adds a decorative element to it. You don't have to have it. This is from an older Spellbinders die set. Heart to heart tag set. Right there. Same size as this one, actually. Yeah. This one has a nice curve, and this one is more angular. But this also has drop-ins and layering and a sentiment strip as well. I will put the name below, but I'm going to put retired by it, okay? Unless it's in store. I don't think so, but if it is there, I'll put a link for it. So these are my 3 Santas. Love them. So cute. But this turned out to be such a nice surprise. Primary Soft Aqua by Wow. But that red, no. Here now, this is a A2 card. Little shaky shake going on here. Here is Santa from the stamp set. I came up with this idea. I wanted to use the 2 sentiments. Him reading, and then it's you're on the naughty list. So he's looking at the naughty list. See how his mouth is like that? And then down here, he's making a list and checking it twice. Up here is supposed to be like, hint, you're on the naughty list. That's why it's a shaker. With blue pool ink. That's Altenew pool ink. And then here, for that circle, I was using the Everlasting circles. Love this set. Use one of the circle, cut it out, then layer it up 2 to make that frame, and have that. Put my little Aqua Santa. Use some of those new enamel dots by Spellbinders. I love these. This is the black and white set, so I use the black out of it. There's the sentiment. Card base. This is a card that I was doing so many things, I forgot to finish it properly. You're like, what is Suzanne talking about? I'll tell you. Postage edge rectangles. This part of postage edge is a full A2. So this is an A2 card right now. So here's your A2 card. See the dot detail? That's that piece. Love this whole postage edge. You get that postage edge piece, but you don't have to use it. You can just use this inner piece with the dot detail. And it's also great for doing layers too. So I was going to do this whole card and then do this piece. I was thinking red or something, like a real popping color. Finish the whole card with foam and everything. And then as soon as I'm done, I'm like, wasn't I supposed to use the outer edge? It's a frame. Completely forgot because I was so busy stamping this, heat emboss. Stamp the inside, heat emboss. Ink it up. I sprayed some iridescent spray in there. Had to find the right color sprinkle. Then I did this frame. Then I put Santa. So by the time I did all these steps, I so forgot that I was going to put this outer piece and make a bigger card. but the option is there. So it would have been like this with a frame, which I would have liked. So I may have to go back in and do some card surgery. But this is back in stock. Postage edge rectangles. So I was having lots of silly fun with Silly Santa. Love this. Monopoly. With the coordinating die. Lastly, there is this wonderful oversized stamp set. This one is called Winter Wonderland. And this one is more of a traditional Christmas, which I so love because the coordinating die has this arch, which I could have put on the inside. There's a coordinating die. You get two of the houses. So the house you get is this one and this one with the coordinating die. This one can be a background. You get trees. But this one could be the scene on the inside for a shaker card. See my shaker? And then my shaker drops too. I created a night sky with some snow. That's some white gouache, which I splattered. And then here is the house on the outside. So I do have foam in here again. I was just having loads of fun with all this dimension with foam and turning this into a shaker. Isn't that cute? And then on this, I put some like puff paint type thing in white, and then a little bit of stickles. Came in with some Olo markers here to finish it off, because this is an A2 card, but I wanted the sentiment to be bold but fit this style. So I didn't use the sentiments here. I actually used it on the inside. There's no place like home for the holidays. You know, the song. Which was stamped up here and was blurry. I should have known. Did the whole card, then I went in to stamp the inside sentiment. I don't know why I don't stamp these things before I pop it up on foam. So it would have been a mess in my misty. So then I came in freehand and it was a mess. So I came in back a second time and I used some of the trees, which also has coordinating dies for of the style of the trees, and covered up my messed up sentiment. So I think it worked out after all. 3 trees and then the sentiment. I was planning on putting trees out here, but I think I liked the focal point being just right here with a few silver gems and done, and then leaving all of this white. I like that for the snowy effect. And then you have all this interaction with the shaky shake on the inside here with the blue night sky. And I was thinking of putting this in there, but then I kept it on the outside. The sentiment on the outside. One of my favorite die sets that I have not revisited, but I have kept all my collections together in bags. So I had this locked away in that bag. I was like, no, I need to pull it out and use it because I really love this set. This is the Christmas Die and Glimmer Sentiment. You glimmer out greetings. This is on black cardstock with opaque white hot foil roll. And then the sentiment, I use silver foil. And the sentiment is where the die comes in. That scripty sentiment on the top. And then there's a coordinating die to cut out that shape. And I think it works so well with that house. The way it seasons greetings, and the greetings is straight on here. Yeah, I was having fun. So this one is Winter Wonderland. And I was thinking of using this one too, but I went with that house instead. Okay, crafters, I think that's it. I will link everything below. Here are the 3 stamp sets, and I showed you loads of examples from layering tags, cards, more cards, even just a 1-layer card. And I think it's all stunning and all fun, and it all has a retro, traditional, but yet fun vibe. I love all of it. Great job, Simon. As usual, there is more to this collection, so I will put that general link for the whole collection that you guys can look at those 6x6 rubber stamps as well. Okay, crafters, until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Take a look at all this Simon, Ranger, and Spellbinders goodness. Bye.